Now, please welcome to the stage ASPS President, Dr. Scot Glasberg.
So wasn't that phenomenal? How about another round of applause for our patient's courage? And how about another round of applause for my colleagues and friends, Dr. Kent Lin and Dr. Nick Vetter? So I'm going to start by asking you to appease me for a moment and close your eyes. Imagine yourself in a very peaceful state in a room with quiet, light blue walls. Now imagine that this room is your dream room with every possible potential. Imagine yourself with every possible toy surrounding you that could make your every fantasy come true. Now, guys, let's keep it clean. Now, imagine that entering that room are multiple individuals who are there simply to help you with any task to fulfill your every idea or conception. Genies, so to speak. You realize that you can achieve your every wish in this room, your every desire. Now you open your eyes, and lo and behold, you're actually in an operating room, your operating room. Isn't that what we experience as plastic surgeons almost every day? Jobs where we can create, enjoy, and hopefully be at our utmost peacefulness, creativeness, and happiness. ASPS's job is to help you stay in that type of environment, to help keep you calm, and help you continue to fulfill your life's dream and commitment. Unfortunately, there are many wild outside forces trying to break in and destroy that peace and enjoyment. The role of ASPS is to try to keep them at bay. The reality of practicing medicine today is that it is a place filled with bureaucracy, regulatory burdens, increasing difficulties and struggles. But we are fortunate as plastic surgeons, more so than any other specialty. We are still the most creative field, the only true general surgeon, buoyed and helped by an aesthetic and self-pay component that helps us in a difficult financial marketplace. We're also still the last bastion of private practice, with an ability to maintain our independence in an increasingly empowered marketplace. So that's what's good. Unfortunately, because of those benefits, everyone else wants a piece of that action. And they want to be us as well. Everyone wants to be a plastic surgeon. Everyone wants to be a cosmetic surgeon. So how do we proceed as a group and maintain ourselves in that light blue room in difficult situations? That's where ASPS comes in. As we've seen and heard tonight, ASPS now offers and is developing a string of products and services to do just that, help us as plastic surgeons maintain the thrill of being a plastic surgeon. I can't rehash and won't rehash them all, but whether it's an upcoming MSO product or an advocacy effort on our behalf, each move is carefully calculated and crafted to bring our members the utmost in service and facility. So early on in the past year, it became increasingly apparent to me that plastic surgery was changing. As physicians and surgeons transitioned to employed positions, it became clear that two styles of were developing. With that in mind, one of my first actions was to create two task forces in order to develop a compendium, allowing those who wanted to maintain their independence and ability to practice in a private practice environment to thrive, and another to support those who had already transitioned or were in an employed setting. These two types of practice settings need to coexist, and we need to help our members strive in each type of situation. You will see how much energy was put into the work of these committees throughout our meeting this week. Because these issues are so critical to our membership, these items and these teams will be joined into a permanent committee that addresses these issues well into the future. Having come up myself in the advocacy wing, where coalition building is so critically important, my sense as my presidency began was that our specialty was actually sitting on a bit of an island. Other specialties were forming unions to help fight some of the specific issues facing our members. Yet we weren't. and I had to ask myself, why not? And started by reaching out to what I saw as some legitimate paraprofessional societies. We started to work together first with the American Academy of Facial Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery to see if there were areas where we might be able to work together. The fights of the distant past with the facial plastic surgeons served neither specialty well, and it was definitely time to move on. Beyond the obvious advocacy areas, we quickly realized that we could expand upon our mutual educational efforts and endorse each other's meetings moving forward. In addition, I inquired with regards to their leadership's feelings about their members performing surgery below the clavicles. They related to me that they were not supportive of this type of practice behavior amongst their members. So to further our collaboration, we agreed to have a mechanism in place to address these concerns as they came to our attention. And they would deal with it. At ASPS, there's little that we can do when these issues are brought to our attention. However, with this agreement and understanding in place, there would be a mechanism now to hopefully address these concerns. In the same light, I also reached out to the American Society of Breast Surgeons, a group we collaborate with almost on a daily basis as part of our breast cancer team. But we never had any formal discussions or agreements between our societies in the past. Well, we easily agreed to have overlapping panels at each of our meetings. And tomorrow, my presidential panel will be entitled An Era of Collaboration and features prominent members from each of our specialties and societies. I hope that you will join me, for this exciting event. In addition, we're currently working on a joint statement on breast reconstruction with the ASBS leadership. In a similar fashion as with AAFPRS, I inquired as to the ASBS position on breast surgeons performing tissue expander breast reconstruction. And I was told that this only occurs when there's a regional area where there's not a plastic surgeon available to do breast reconstruction. So I had to take them at their word, and taking them at their word, we're currently working on a system together whereby once these regional areas are identified, ASPS can help step up and address these issues and fill these needs with our senior and junior members. Finally, along these lines, we're engaging in discussions with the American Academy of Dermatology as well. This is obviously a group that might be slightly harder for us to find some synergies with. But one thing I can tell you, in all of these efforts, we have actually found common ground on the scope of practice front to help our members. And we will never compromise that aspect of our members' practices. I would be remiss not to tell you that our society is in excellent financial shape, giving us the ability to continue to think out of the box and enhance your membership value. We recently received our 5th consecutive clean audit with no management letter, something which is unheard of in the audit world. And we all as members should and can be very proud. So now it's time for me to take a few moments and thank all of those people with whom I would not be standing in front of you here tonight. First and foremost, I must thank all of you. We have the most expert and creative members of any specialty, and your support during this year has meant everything to me personally. My colleagues and friends on the ASPS Executive Committee and Board of Directors who have challenged me and taught me and supported me throughout my many years of service to the society. Murph, I don't know where you are, wingmen forever. Nick, Alan, what can I say? Friends one and all that I probably never would have had without my involvement in ASPS. One of the reasons that we have the finest society of any medical society in the world is because of the people who make it what it is each and every day, and that's our staff. These are the most diligent, enthusiastic, and committed group of individuals that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. At the recent Board of Directors meeting, dinner last night, I gave a special presidential award called Above and Beyond to recognize them on behalf of the entire membership. I must take a special call out to Michael Costello, as others have already done, our tireless and fearless EVP, who lives and breathes ASPS every minute of every day, and often with me on the other end of the phone, no matter what time of day or night. Michael is a colleague and a friend forever. So finally, promise I wouldn't do this. My family, my sister and brother-in-law who are here, and my niece and nephew, who didn't have to come very far because they live down the road and both work at the Brigham down the road. And now I have to go off script for a minute and call my wife and children actually up to the podium, up to the stage with me. And I'm sorry for doing this, but I hope you all get it. I couldn't possibly complete my remarks without them next to me. So what do I say about my family? I have 3 beautiful children who challenge me and whose love I get to feel and enjoy each and every minute of each and every day. And whether it's helping them with their schoolwork or their many basketball and hockey games, a lot of you know about my hockey experiences, or Chloe's drama, and there is lots of drama with Chloe. Isn't that what it's really all about? My energy each and every day is because of what they give to me, and I don't even know where to start or who I could possibly thank. My wife, Elisa, whose love, encouragement, and support helps drive me through life, who is able to set me on a path of realism, thoughtfulness, and accomplishment. Well, tomorrow is our 16th wedding anniversary, and I'm not sure what to say other than, like we say in my house, I love you, the whole world. So now indulge me one more time, and let's close our eyes again. Imagine yourself in a larger room, but this time there are many more people in this room. And there's a lot of movement around you in every direction. It's clearly a different room. Again, there are lots of toys that seem very exciting. Some of them new, and some of them old. And everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. There's great food and drink. And as you look around, there's a lot of people, many people that you know but haven't seen in a really long time. Now open your eyes, and lo and behold, you're at the meeting, Plastic Surgery 2015. I hope you enjoy yourselves, learn something, teach something, and enjoy the company of your colleagues. It has been an honor and privilege to serve as the president of the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, the greatest and largest plastic surgery society in the world. And I hope that I've left a small piece of my love and enthusiasm for the specialty in place to help continue the society into its glowing future. Thank you all so much for your support.